Hi guys, this is Mrs. Adams. I am coming to you today for Monday, November 23rd. We are doing the task one, the second lesson in task one, which is engage. If you're on your Google Classroom, you're going to want the slideshow and your student worksheet up and ready. The slideshow, I have been making a few changes to it as I'm adding to it. You'll notice that there's a little house on each table, on each slide. That is your home screen link that'll bring you back to this page. There are also, each section is hyperlinked here. These are the sections that we will be working on. And then on this side is this each the days that we will be working on those. So we are on November 23rd and 24th. If you click on these links, that's going to take you to the schedule. The schedule for this week, I will put the screencast here as soon as I'm finished with it. So if you are first and second hour, you will have been working on Unit 2, Task 1, Explore. Again, this is also linked to that, back to that PowerPoint. If you are seventh hour, you should be watching the GMO video, and there's a GMO worksheet right here for that. On Tuesday, November 24th, first and second hour, we'll be doing the GMO video with the worksheet, and seventh hour, we'll be doing the Unit 2 Task 1 Explore. On Wednesday, whether you are in class or not, we're going to watch these two videos and talk more about your scientific um, population growth. And then there is an exit ticket right here to talk more about what you've learned throughout this so far. And obviously, Thursday and Friday, you are free to enjoy yourselves. Okay, so that is the plan for the week. Now, with your worksheet, again, if you go here to the outline, we're going to be on the explore part. You should already have the engage part finished. Today is explore. So if you were in class or when you are in class, then you are analyzing and interpreting data, and you're going to check these graphs out and answer the questions that go with them. The x-axis shows the timeline. The y-axis shows your human population size. So you're going to tell me what those are and what does the graph show you in general. And then answer the questions. Hypothesize means it's just an educated guess. No right or wrong answers necessarily. So do this section first. If you're in your groups, you're going to do that together. The second graph is here, okay? So we're going to go click on the explore section. That's going to jump us to the right slide. All right. So today's task is going to use the science and engineering practice of analyzing and interpreting data and our cross-cutting concepts of patterns and cause and effect. These are our lesson objectives for today and our standard that we are working on. In your group, and if you didn't come to class, then you're going to do this on your own. You're going to analyze the three graphs that show the history of human population growth, and you're going to answer the questions in your student guide. Looking for patterns. At what times in history have we seen explosions in human population? Use your analysis to identify cause and effect relationships. So in task one, there are three different graphs. So you're going to look at the graph and answer the questions that are in there in your student guide. And kind of look and see if you can see any patterns. Okay, so first graph is just showing you about the timeline. You got a little dip here and there, but then, this is kind of like our simulation that we did with the deer and the wolf. Do you remember correctly? The second one, take time with this one, graph 2, talks about the predictions that you made, the hypothesis that you made in the first graph. Then you're going to add to that. It's going to give you just a little bit more information so that you can add to your hypothesis. Why do you think agricultural revolution led to more population growth? Why do you think Industrial Revolution led to more population growth? What was so special about those two areas? Okay. So hunter gatherers, agricultural revolution, industrial revolution. What happened to make those populations increase? The third graph in this population size is shown in blue. This graph identifies the population growth associated with agricultural revolution. With the yellow box, the industrial with the red, and a new one called the green revolution with a green block box. So you're going to take a look at those and figure out what happened to the population growth. All right, thinking about the Green Revolution and your prior knowledge, what do you think the Green Revolution led? Why? Why did it lead to more population? What do you think? According to the graph, what do they predict will happen to the human population in the future? What do you think? Do you agree with that? Okay, so this is their future population growth. Do you think that's right? Okay, so you have your cultural revolution, your agricultural revolution, your industrial revolution, and your green revolution. And then they're thinking up here is the future of our population. Do you think that they're right about that? Is it going to go up? This is just the same thing, only a little bit closer. So you can see that we had a little dip here in industrial, and then it went up. And then the green revolution went way up. Okay. And then at the end, after you filled out all of your sections, then I'd like, us to come back together when then we had some conversations about some patterns and some cause and effect relationships. Hopefully, you considered the patterns where when we did our unit one, where more food resources equals more population, less food resources equals less population. Does that hold true? Does that rule hold true with human population? It did with animals and organisms. Is it same for what we're going with right now? Okay, so that's basically in a nutshell what you're doing today. You are just looking at the graphs, kind of speculating what they mean, and answering your why do you think? Why do you think? As long as it's not an IDK or I don't care or I have no idea, as long as you've given it a try, you're good. All right. There's no right or wrong. But IDK and blanks are always wrong. Okay. Just remember that. So when you get to the red or the gray bar, just know that that's all the farther you have to go for today. All right. If you have any questions, hit me up on the office hours. Otherwise, I will see you later. Bye.